So we're out here and we're in Washington, D.C. The government shutdown is almost officially over. They signed a bill last night. And the reason I'm out here today is to talk to you about something that's very important. What most people don't realize is something that happens here in Washington, D.C. a lot, and it's not government shutdowns and it's not government compromises. It's actually something called pornography. Most people are not aware that this is a very wealthy capital. It's a very wealthy city, and so many things take place in the city that people are clueless about, especially in relation to pornography and human trafficking. Pornography is one of the fastest growing illegal enterprises in the world, along with human trafficking. As people continue to get involved in pornography and things like that, they're not aware that these things are continuing to go out of control. And in a city like this, most people are clueless on those things because they're so focused on what's happening on the outside instead of what's happening on the inside. And the Bible says this, that things that are taking place on the inside in the darkness will ultimately be brought into the light. And I want to encourage you today, behind me is a very great monument. Behind me is the Washington Monument. George Washington, one of the greatest forefathers of our nation, one of the greatest fighters of our nation, was heavily instrumental in getting the war won. The enemy came on the outside, but George Washington stood his ground. And there are people that are listening to me today, and you're battling pornography, and you're battling sexual addiction, and you're battling things, and you think there's no hope. Imagine George Washington standing on that hill when the British army is coming against him and thinking to himself, there's no way we can defeat the mighty British army. But I want to tell you today that the enemy may be coming against you, but there's hope, and his name is Jesus Christ. And my question to you is, are you going to be trusting Jesus Christ, or are you going to stay in your sin? Are you going to allow the British army, so to speak, allow you to continue to take you out and take you to a place where you don't understand what's actually taking place? You see, the Bible says that he that the Son sets free is free indeed. But the question is, are you going to believe this? Are you going to stand on that truth? Are you going to believe what God has said in his word? I tell you this today because I love you. I believe there's hope. I believe there's a future, but you have to be willing to come clean and be honest. Are you willing to come clean,